What's up, family? We are back with another video, and today we're getting into an update with my growing progress with my Hey Abby grow box. I've had... No one's talking to you right now. Calm down. Calm down. Thank you. It's actually voice activated. But we're going to go through my progress with that. This is my first grow, so I'm going to talk about my trials and tribulations and things I have to work through. And yeah, we're going to get into a lot in this video. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Let's get into it. So this is my first time growing with my Hey Abby grow box. I had tried when I first got the box, and I had issues with it, which brings me to my first issue with this grow box. It has an app that is completely automated and tells you when to do everything. But the problem is, it doesn't tell you what could possibly go wrong. So I'm a first-time grower, and I have these, I have some, not a good amount of seeds, but I have some seeds, and I finally figured out which one I want to use. And I think I have about 8 of them. They're very rare, at least in my eyes, because of how I got them. They are very rare, values in the eye of the beholder. But I tried to pop 2, because, I don't want to waste them all, and they weren't popping. So I did not know that of a cannabis seed, just one cannabis seed isn't automatically viable, that you have to just keep trying until you get some to pop. So then once I started watching videos online of some trusted growers, I noticed that they were popping more like 4, 8, 12 at one time just to see what would work. So I went ahead, I threw 4 seeds in, and I completely forgot about it. It took like, I want to say 3 days, I saw no activity. And I was doing the method where you kind of just throw them in a cup and wait for the seeds to kind of, so in the water and kind of pop out themselves. And it took about 3 to 4 days for one of those seeds to come out with a crazy tail. And that was the moment I decided that I was going to actually give this grow box another try. So from that point, it's been love. It's been working really well. Now, let's get to my second issue with this grow box. At each stage, which I would show you right now, but I've actually switched the app into professional mode, which means I control everything. I do everything on my own timing. I don't get any guidance from the app anymore. So this is a little bit more realistic to the growing cycle that most people have to deal with. But it would get to a point where it was like, all right, well, now it's time to top your plant. And the video was so small and had no audio. So I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Between that, trimming, lollipopping, all these new terminologies that I'm learning from my first grow cycle, the app didn't go deep enough in explaining it. It was good, yes, it gave you a nice little baseline, but it took me doing further information, asking my homies like Here He Grows, or looking up Kyle Cushman on YouTube, and to really get the information that I want, which I highly suggest. If you're thinking about getting into a grow, I suggest watching a video of someone going, someone who's documenting their grow from point A to point B. Like, see the whole cycle, so that way you can see what you can run into and what problems you may occur and how you can fix them. Because I had no idea. But that's my second issue with it. There was just different techniques that I didn't feel confident doing. And in other situations, I noticed that like the boxes come with like trellis and other things, but it didn't come with this. But then it would tell me to go ahead and use it, but some of the stuff was just never included in my package. Enough of the bad. Let's actually get through with the progress report. So right now, at the time of filming, because I want to be accurate, hold on, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm dealing with here. I believe I'm in week 4. No, I'm in week 5, day 2 of flower. So this is what my app looks like, if you guys can get a good sign. It's basically gives me the ability to change the lighting intensity, humidity, literally everything in that box I can control by hand, which I would really like the ability to go back to being coddled by the app, because I'm still very new. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I was having an issue, so I had to make an adjustment with the light, or else I was going to risk damaging more of my buds. But let's check it out. Student glass right here, limited edition, Grateful Dead. All right, enough with the flex. Let's take a look at my baby. The wonderful world. So as you see, looks like a nice little mini fridge. It's beautiful, looks great, makes my little setup look even better. The one thing I wonder is that I got my gaming PC here, I got my fucking cannabis plants here, I got lights all around the room. How much energy am I drawing from this room? I'm not doing good for global warming. Either way, so I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm reaching the top of my grow box. And prior to yesterday, all of these nugs and plants and branches were literally pressing against the top. Oh, I can feel the heat in that bitch. Right now I'm doing lights on at 6 a.m., lights off at 6 p.m. Are you healing nicely? I don't know. Today I'm changing the water. I'm going to trim. I'm not going to do that right now because, as anyone who actually grows know, it takes quite some time. And basically, I had no idea what to do. All my plants were growing and pushing towards the light, and that can cause that can burn. It can burn your buds before you even get a chance to do anything with them. And once you actually do your first grow and you see how much time and effort you have to put into it, that's devastating. But this is my first grow, and there's going to be problems that come along with it. So I did some research. I reached out to some people. Shout out to Here He Grows. I have two other homies, Chris and I'm going to put his tag down for you guys so you guys can see that. And they told me to supercrop. Supercropping is so fucking scary. But what you're supposed to apparently do is take a branch and bend it about 90 degrees, and the plant will actually recover in that way. So apparently the fibers and stuff in here is like a highway that sends all the nutrients to the top. But if you not break it, but like almost bend it, which is what supercropping is, you can basically, this grows back stronger and then it can funnel more energy and nutrients to the buds. So for me to get this amount of room, I had to go through the entire box and supercrop the ones that were really being affected, which gave me a lot of room. I don't know if it's still going to be okay this close, so that's why I haven't returned the light to the actual light setting that it came with. But so far so good. I'm excited to see what happens. I have a lot of little bud stragglers. It looks like it's ready for me to change the water and add some and add a little bit more nutrients and stuff to it. I noticed that in the time that it usually takes me to change the water, it for the most part will take about 3 to 4 days for it to take about 1.5 gallons of water. I don't know why I told you that, but it's just such an interesting fact to me that like this plant drinks 1.5 gallons of water. I don't know. This is my first time growing anything, like any type of plant. So like the little thing still amazes me. But yeah, personally, I would suggest getting a grow tent and learning the process in and out before getting one of these. Because if you have kids or if you live in an area where it's going to be hard for you to grow comfortably, then yeah, this is amazing. This is going to be perfect for you to be able to do it with, like, if you want to use the child lock, if you want to be quiet about it, be discreet, this is the perfect way to do it. But if you're an actual cannabis consumer and you like to consume a lot, I don't believe that this yield is going to be big enough to keep me from going to the dispensary for a long enough time. So now I see why people have multiple plants. Next time, I'm definitely going to be trying to use a grow tent. I'll probably use a grow tent and this and probably put them head to head. I feel like that would be cool. But yeah, keep updated. I want to show y'all how these buds look. I will be transparent. I have one bud that looks absolutely fucking horrible that I've already super cropped. The rest of the branch looks great, but this one right here is burnt at the top. Can't really see it, but I'll get a close-up for you guys, unfortunately. The worst close-up of all goddamn time. But besides that, I'm making progress. I'm super excited to try this. This strain, which I don't know why I haven't told you yet, is Alien Rock Candy crossed with Lava Cake. I love Lava Cake. Have never had anything Alien Rock Candy. So that's going to be exciting. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you this time. Thank you for stopping by and visiting me and my friends here. I'll catch y'all next time. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and go check out one of these videos right here. Peace.